Good afternoon, folks. This is Mr. Magnuson, and I'm here to talk to you about the 2020 census. I sent a couple of emails and I've posted a few things on social media, but I think it's important to get some other ideas about why it is so very, very important to complete the Census 2020 document. It's a very easy process. It's online. It took me maybe just a couple minutes to do, and it's super important not only for the school, but for the Oxford community, for the state of New Jersey, and certainly for the United States of America. I took some notes, typed them all up, 6 key points I'm going to go through real quick, because this is in the Constitution. Article 1, Section 2 of the Constitution says that every 10 years or so, we're going to count up everybody and be able to determine the representatives in the House of Representatives. So that's extremely important to do. Certainly because of the number of people that the state of New Jersey will be losing, and it will definitely impact our population and our representation in the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C. So everybody must fill this out, and therefore we can make sure that everybody who needs to be counted can be counted for representation moving forward. Let's see, a couple other things, blah, 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 apportionment. Okay, redistricting. The census is used to make sure that new district lines can be drawn so that once we determine how many people actually live in New Jersey, and once we determine how many people are living in different parts of New Jersey, north, south, east, west, south, whatever, we then redraw the district lines to make sure that the representation in each of our voting districts is about equal to where it was for the last 10 years, so that no district gets more district representation than another district. The third thing that I found very interesting about the census is the equitable money to states and local governments. There's approximately $675 billion for federal funds that go to state and local communities for health, education, housing, infrastructure programs, Medicaid, highway planning, construction, special education, school lunch programs, Head Start programs, preschool programs, and a lot of things that we have here in New Jersey. And it's so very important to make sure that we fill out our Census 2020. Planning, number 4, the fourth idea, planning. Data from the census informs a wide range of government, business, and nonprofit decision-making. People who sit around with big piles of money wondering how to spend that big pile of money want to know where they can spend the money and where there's the greatest need. So filling out the census this year is very important so that those people know where they can throw their money and hopefully into Oxford and Warren County to make an improvement in the lives of people who live in Warren County and in Oxford. Emergency response. As you know, emergency response is extremely important during this period of time, and the census helps the federal government decide where to send valuable resources when they are needed based on the population. And that has to do with the census helping epidemiologists figure out the center of disease outbreaks and where they should send resources, public health personnel, tracking disease outbreaks, combating opioid epidemics, improving child health, improving senior health, and certainly one of the many, many things that it's going to do is try to figure out how to stop this stupid COVID-19 virus from hitting us any further in any future circumstances. And finally, the Census 2020 is a base for federal surveys. And I know you're sitting at home going, who the heck cares about a federal survey? Well, federal surveys are very important because what the government will do is take the data and determine future projects and have the numbers to back up the projects so that one side of the country doesn't moan and complain when New Jersey or Warren County or Oxford gets more money than they get. And they can pick up and say, okay, look here, we typed it all up. It's data. We're using the data, and we're going to put it forward into Oxford and Warren County, and so you don't get to cry about it on the other side of the country. So the census is extremely important. It's a great social studies lesson for our students at the Oxford Central School. Gather the kids together, get them online as if they're not online enough, and fill out the census. It will only take a few minutes. You'll be glad you did. Thank you for listening, and of course, have a great day.